I'm not that great at eating my veggies, but I do love drinking them. So having a good quality juicer is a must. This is the Tuumist slow juicer. Now, the brand was kind enough to send me one in exchange for an honest review. And full disclosure, I have been juicing for years, so I'm pretty picky about my juice. I didn't know what to expect going in, but I have been using this for a while now, and so I'm going to share with you my experience and my honest opinions. The first thing that you'll notice is the size. It's really compact, and so it can live on your countertop and not take up too much room. This was a big plus for me. It's also very user-friendly and a great option for both newbies and experienced juicers. Now, putting it together is very easy. First is the juicing bowl with two outlets. The pulp one has the trash icon and the juice outlet has the beverage icon. Now, each of these have a cap that can hold the juice or the pulp in the bowl, but I just leave them both open throughout the entire process. The juicing bowl attaches right to the base, and it just takes a quick turn to lock it into place. Next, you have the juice strainer, followed by a nice solid auger, and these fit right into the juicing bowl. And then the final step is the feeding barrel with the feeding outlet on top with a locking lid. This machine comes with 2 cups. The juice cup is marked with measurements and has a pour spout, and then you have the collection cup. And finally, there is a little tamper to help with any stubborn fruit or vegetables. Okay, let me show it to you in action. Like other slow juicers, they recommend a loading order. You want to start with leafy greens, followed by your soft fruits and vegetables, and then you leave the harder ones for the top. Now, the feeder has a 4¼ inch diameter, which is great for larger fruits and vegetables. This just means that you don't have to cut them all down to size. I do drink a lot of juice, so even with a nice width of this feeder, on some of my recipes, I do have to load it a few times. Now, I was really impressed by how powerful this little machine ended up being. It did a great job with the leafy greens, and these can be tricky in some juicers, but this one just pulverized them. I also love how it was able to handle this apple. Now, I did give it some assistance with the pusher, but the design of the machine really allows it to grab the fruit and veggies and then work them through the auger. Now, it does equally as well with citrus and even a whole beet. Beets are very hard, and the Tuumist was able to extract this one beautifully, and there were no big beet pieces left in the machine. I think that one of the tells of a great juicer is the quality of the pulp, and the drier the pulp, the better the juicer. This machine produces a really great dry pulp, so the actual juice is delicious. It's really good. They've made cleaning really easy too. One thing I had to learn is that the lid to the feeder needs to be up so that it can be unlocked from the base. It comes apart really quickly after that, and then it cleans up in less than 2 minutes. Now, I definitely recommend using the included scrub brush just to make sure that you get all the little food remnants out of the pieces. Okay, so I also just want to talk about how good the juice is. I've used a lot of juicers in my time. So this juice is, hopefully you can see, it is so luscious. It has weight to it. I can definitely taste and experience the fruit and vegetables. It has a thickness to it, and not in a bad way, not thick like pulp, thick like actual juice. So it's not watered down. And this, my friends, it's top notch. I am so impressed. I have just absolutely loved the juices I've been making, and I'll come back and update you in 6 months and let you know if it's still working as well as it is now. But I tell you what, in my opinion, you can't go wrong with this. It's really good.